I think our product is excellent. I think it's the best in the industry. I really do. I don't think our competitors can touch us with a 10-foot pole.
jeol is a broad-spectrum scientific instruments company. One of our key products is NMR. NMR stands for nuclear magnetic resonance, and it's used primarily by chemists and biochemists for looking at molecular structures.
There's two halves to the product. There's the workstation half, and then there's the embedded system in the actual instrument that runs all the hardware and communicates with the workstation. Part of the product handles network communication, part of it drives hardware, part of it does graphics and visualization.
And we have sort of two kinds of customers. One kind needs to process a lot of samples really quickly. Another kind has very complicated samples that take a long time. In both cases, the machine can't fail. It needs to always work reliably. When we chose Ada, we were looking at robustness, maintainability, and the threading model. That was the most important stuff to us. The code has to be maintainable. It has to be readable. New people have to be able to understand it. Ada's basically given us the foundation that makes that possible. Our product is pretty complex, and there's about 750,000 lines of code. And we have a small team of developers working on that. Well, where do you find trained software engineers in Ada? And the answer is simple. It doesn't matter what you've been trained in. If you have a quality engineer, we can bring them in and have them writing Ada code in a very short period of time.
Really came up to speed pretty quickly on it. It was a couple of months, and I was being quite productive with it, and ended up writing, thousands and thousands of lines within a few months. It has a strict typing model, so you know what you mean. You know what you meant 3 months ago. You know what your colleagues mean when they write a package, and you use it.
It saves you a lot of debugging time because you catch things before they become a problem, before they become embedded in a product, and then later on it's like finding a needle in a haystack.
You end up with, I think, a higher quality product in terms of getting it up to speed, having something that's maintainable that you can go back to and know what you meant.
At the beginning of a project, you have no idea. Is that stuff true? You don't know. But what we found out using it over the long term is that, in fact, it was true. Our experience has been that the product is robust. We've got good maintainability. Those aspects have given us the ability to control our costs in the long term. I think one of the interesting stories about Ada is the fact that that promise is, in fact, a reality.